Hey guys, what's up? My name's Trexiea and today I'm going to be doing my comfort zone makeup look. And for me, a comfort zone makeup look is kind of whatever you feel yourself gravitating towards when you play with makeup. So for me, that's going to be this pink eye, nude lip, very minimal base and blush. So yeah, let's get to it. Alright, first things first, I already moisturized. I already curled my lashes because that's the stuff that kind of I like to get out of the way first. I need a hair tie, but I can't find one. We're just gonna keep our hair down for this. I'm just gonna take the... I've been inconvenienced. I'm gonna start off with the Sephora Bright Future Skin Tint. This is in the shade Walnut. I'm just gonna put it on the back of the palette. And then I'm just gonna use an IT Cosmetics Heavenly Luxe Complexion Brush. I like to start here on the chin because that's where I need the most coverage. Alright, I can't stand this. Alright, sorry, I had to put my hair up because it was annoying the hell out of me. So after that one layer of tinted moisturizer, I'm going to use this NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer in the shade Biscuit. I'm just going to take that concealer and I am just going to take the small side of the Heavenly Luxe Complexion Brush from IT Cosmetics and I'm just going to spot conceal. Alright, I'm going to put concealer under my eyes now. I'm going to use this e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer, Satin Finish. This is in the shade Medium Beige. I'm just going to put that directly under here. I'm going to put one dot on the outer corner. I'm going to let that dry a little bit. And while I do that, I'm going to move on to brows. I know for some people this is a little bit early in the game, in the process, but I like to do my brows first so that I can kind of see where the rest of the look's going to go. I keep my brow routine relatively the same between every look. So I always like to do it first. And it kind of frames the face so that I know where everything's gonna go. I'm gonna take this Maybelline Brow Fast Sculpt in the shade Black Brown. I'm gonna scrape off the excess here. And on the longer side, I don't know if you definitely can't see, but there's like a longer side and a shorter side. On the longer side, I'm gonna take that and I'm just gonna start at the arch of my brow. And I'm gonna really work that product in first and brush upwards. And then moving forward towards the front of my brow, I'm gonna make sure it kind of stands up like little soldiers. And this has a tint, so I'm trying really hard not to overdo it. Alright, I'm gonna work one brow at a time because this stuff sets pretty quickly, and once it's set, you can't really move it. So that's like the difference between the brows. I feel like there's a really big difference. I like my brows to be a little bit editorial, a little bit model-esque. Now I'm just going to do the other side real quick. And I learned this technique of like, while you're waiting for something to dry, go ahead and do another part from Trixie Mattel. I was watching a video of hers and she was like, okay, so while she lets her brows dry, she will work on basically the rest of the face. And I really like that technique. So now that I have done that, I'm going to start blending out my concealer. I'm just going to add a small tiny layer of more concealer directly underneath my eyes. Again, I'm scraping off the product and I'm just going to place it right here. I just feel like I need a little bit more of that. Okay, so I have like two choices. I can either go like super colorful. I just love red eyeshadow, if I'm going to be honest. But I also did a red eyeshadow look earlier. So I might do a yellow. I'm kind of torn. I don't know. I'm gonna do like a peachy yellow look. Yellow, honest to God, doesn't really show up very well on my skin tone, but we're gonna try. And if not, then we'll go to the pinks and see what happens with that. So I think I still actually might use this palette because there's like a peach in here that I really love. I'm so impatient. I can't wait to blend this out. I'm just gonna blend it out. Welcome to my eyeball. So I'm gonna use Chickadee from Makeup Geek, and this is on a Morphe M504 brush, and I'm just gonna apply that on the eye. Right, next I'm going to use this MAC 217S brush. I'm going to use the Morphe Artistry, the Pride palette. And I'm just going to use this peachy shade, Heart. Use that to frame. Kind of where we put that chickadee shade, but a little lower. I'm trying to figure out what I want on the lid. Like if I want it to be like a yellow or pink. Alright, let me just put something dark on the outer corner. I think I'm going to use this dark warm brown. This is the shade Cocoa Bear from Makeup Geek, but I'm pretty sure they renamed this to like Cheetah Bear in their newest launch. I'm just going to take this on a pencil brush. I'm just going to stamp it. I'm going to follow the kind of wing shape that I've been building out. Right, now that I've blended that, I think I'm gonna go with pink on the lids. Yes, that's what we're doing. I'm just gonna take this small flat brush and I'm just gonna take Sexuality and I'm just gonna go on the lip with this. Alright, so I'm gonna dip into this Sugar Pill palette that I have, which is like, if you love bright eyeshadows, you know that they are the queen of bright eyeshadows. So I'm gonna take, let's see here. I'm gonna take this peachy shade right here. I think this is called Suburbia. And I'm just gonna blend it back, that peachy tone, back into the crease. And then I'm gonna dip into Dolly Pop, which is that pink. I'm just gonna use this Real Technique smudging brush for that. Just put it on top of the pink from Morphe. I'm gonna add a little bit more dark brown to this look. And I'm gonna take French Kiss from the ColourPop Yes Please palette. I'm sorry I'm dipping around a lot. I just have a lot of palettes. I would like to get use out of them. So that's why I'm using so many. Alright, so I'm going to take a smaller pencil brush. This is the L202 brush, and I'm just going to dip into that French Kiss shade. I'm going to take Cocoa Bear again on this e.l.f. eyeshadow C brush, whatever that means. And I'm just going to take that on my lower lash line right here, following the shape of my shadow. And I'm stopping about halfway to my eye. I don't want it to go all the way. I'm just going to use a medium-sized pencil brush. And I'm going to take the ColourPop Yes Please palette. I'm going to take this shade Note to Self. And I'm just going to put that on the other half. I didn't really want that darker Cocoa Bear shade on my entire eye because I felt like it would be a little bit too dark. And then I'm going to take this Morphe M326 brush and I'm going to dip into that Dolly Pop shade from Sugar Pill. Okay, I need to add a little bit of shine, shimmer, sparkle. So I'm going to take a shimmer shade from this palette and I'm going to use the shade Liberation. I'm going to take this on my finger. I'm going to lean back and I'm just going to press into there. And I'm just going to add that all the way up, apparently. I'm going to add some of the shade Heart and Sexuality. And I'm just going to add... I want like a very high shine shimmer. I didn't even use this palette. Whoops. Alright, and I'm going to take a light pink. This is from the Jaclyn Hill palette. And I'm just going to dip into this guy right here. And that was the shade Faint. And I'm just going to add a little bit of this shade as well. This is the shade Beam. Right. I think I'm going to use a brown liner for this look. I'm going to use the e.l.f. No Budge Retractable Liner in the shade Coffee. And I'm just going to tight line and do the lower lash line as well. I'm going to start off with bronzer. Yes. I'm going to use the Physicians Formula Sculpting Bronzer. I never know the name of this. It's the darker one. I always use the darker one. And I'm just going to take this on a Morphe E8 brush because I'm scared to go straight from the product. And we're just going to sculpt some cheekbones for ourselves. I'm going to take some blush. I think I'm going to use this. What do I want to use? I could use this shade from Maybelline. This shade from Milani. This is Coralina. I could use that. No. What goes with bright ass pink? I'm not sure. Nope. No. I'm gonna go for one that looks like my bronzer. This is the shade Toasted Cinnamon. And buff it into the skin. I think I am gonna take a little bit of the Milani Luminoso blush, and I'm just gonna add that like a pop to my cheeks. How long has my hair been sticking up like that? Why didn't you say anything? That's very rude of you. So I'm just gonna line my lips using this Ben Nye lip pencil in the shade Brandy. I'm gonna layer on this lipstick from Flower Beauty. This is called Peachy Nude. I'm just gonna apply that here to the inner part of my lip. And the gloss I'm gonna be using is the Bretman Rock Jungle Rock Collection gloss. This is in the shade Fearless. It's a nice peachy gloss. It has some gold sparkles, so I feel like this is gonna be a nice gloss for this. Alright, I'm just gonna do some mascara. This is the Blick Mascara Amplified. Setting spray all on my face. That got in my ear for sure. Okay. Alright, thank you guys for watching my transformation. I know that this isn't everyone's kind of comfort zone look, but for me, I like the color pink, as you can see, and this is actually a look that I could wear. I mean, I would wear this out anytime. I have a pretty like high tolerance for weird makeup looks. Yeah, this was my comfort zone look. When I want to feel like pretty, I go for something like this, a really bold eye, nude lip, minimal kind of everything else. I usually go for the color pink, and I like it to be very dramatic on the outer corner. But anyways, thank you guys for watching my transformation. I hope you are encouraged to go to your, put on some makeup that makes you look really beautiful. Especially during this time, I think we all need it. So thank you so much. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Bye.